Thomas even. I forgot to let everyone on the Discord know. I did one of the things I did. I do this often. Just forget to. Diablo, Lindier, how's you guys even? Okay. So I remember roughly where I am. Good, finishing some hibachi. Ah, let's go! Hibachi for the win! Wait, why can you only move 2 spaces on your first move? Oh, that's because they've already moved a little bit, okay. Kanjigami, welcome as demon. Day's nice, just got iron, so feeling pretty good. Good on you, Lindier. Congratulations. Dama! Dama, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Safe Kitten, welcome as demon. Recovering from surgery. I hope that's been going okay. You know what? Let's just see if we can get a poke in. Not enough to justify revealing ourselves.
Here goes.
Let's just get some spiders out here. Cause who doesn't like spiders? Again, why would you ever not use the spiders?
I was born ready.
Okay, I was Barnabas Stone. This feels like a bad decision, but...
Proceeding.
I mean, you know, you never know. Anyways, Lion Fan, Dama, how's you guys doing? Right, how's you doing? Welcome, welcome. Bah! Did nothing. So now what I do? How do I feel about government-funded robot centaurs? Are they anatomically correct? This is an important question. How to double shift it? I'm sorry, Lame fan. Alright, let's take a look here. Robot centaurs. Huh. I keep getting hit, but this page couldn't load. This feels like I need to check out before I'm forcibly checked out. I'm gonna be honest, it feels questionable to me. I don't know. Gabby, welcome. How's it even? Check out Fire Blackout. What?
Ready, willing, and able. It's all about the skills.
Wow, you missed that. You seriously missed that. Alright. Alright. Sogswing! Congratulations on the 90 stream streak. This is Citizen dominated first. But booga, wooga, wooga, you're pregnant. Berserk Moss, welcome. How's your day been? I am drinking tea today too.
Ready to rock.
No clue how effective that is as far as As far as stuff goes, I probably should do an armor break. Well, life happens. We forget things. Things that matter.
Aiming.
Ah, tell me about it. Yeah, no, the temperature over here, it hit 100 degrees today. Awful. We don't have the resources to deploy the tactical dragon, Gabby.
Hey, got you a present.
Alright, we got a little turret friend now. He's a turret, and he is fun.
That could have gone better.
Did not work. Did not work. Alright, we're taking out some walls. Bruh! Not that much wall! What the frick? Anyways. Yeah, man, like, we just want to take up part of the wall, not that much wall, though, come on! Have some respect for the property owners! Who do you think you are? Oh yeah, the spiders can move finally. Well, I was kind of thinking a tactical dragon being probably more equivalent to nuclear weapons. just chilling up in your wizard's tower. And then next thing you know, like a freaking, like somebody just freaking sends a freaking dragon your way. Like, you don't even know what to do now. Yeah, like, you're just hanging out in your wizard's tower. And somebody just drops a freaking dragon on you all of a sudden. And now you gotta deal with it. Is it the wizard tower grand? Maybe, I don't know. Just turn on the orb, any incantation! I'm gonna be honest, I actually really like how fire-based weapons work in this game. And our priest is down. That's not good at all. Archmagus. Another dragon has hit the tower. Oh! It's everybody's favorite. The siren. I might have to back my heavy off.
Rolling.
No, get the... I really hate Tritons. Sea Dragon, get your Yorkie out to meet in the field. I'm not even on Dark King. Anyways, welcome Dark King, how's it man? Everyone knows the Thieves Guild is responsible. Yeah, but nobody's gonna actually do anything about it. You guys know how it works, you know, Thieves Guild. But how's you doing? Yeah, no, Robin's gotta get out of there. We're pulling him out. Dude, let's freaking go! Oh, but that's all of his attacks. It's over. Either way, that's good. That's useful. That is very good. I mean, for what it's worth, most of them are just fish and crab people over here. Like, it could be worse, but it also could be better.
Ready, willing, and able.
wasn't nearly as much as I thought it would have done.
Name. I'm ready. Ready to engage.
Okay, well, he's dead anyways. He'll die regardless. Nah. Bah! Sea dragon, it's a young female dragon. Slick my hair back, stick a swipe of wintergreen gum in my mouth, lean back in my 79 Camaro. Terrorize around here much? Thank you, Project. Chicago, welcome, Steven. Okay, how's you doing on willpower? Plenty of willpower. Okay, well, that one's already dead, so it doesn't really matter. But fine, that was just me messing around anyways. That was a miss, yes, that was a miss. For what it's worth, try the long-range shotgun. That worked about as well as anyone would imagine long-ranging a shotgun would go. Okay, so like with 30 burning and 30 bleeding, does that mean it'll take like... I get it, better run from Demon Core to Emoto Core. Bah! Well, everybody likes the Demon Core though. I personally really like those Japanese animations where it was just but it's just Demon Core-kun. And numerous explanations about how he works and why he explodes. Because he does. That's why. An orc scholar wouldn't have made that mistake. We all know that orcs can't read anyways. Also, frick! don't know how to go about this with O'Brien. Yeah, we'll just do this stuff the hard way. Okay, so I'm assuming they'll take like what, 20 damage per turn. Not like it'll matter. You see, he's got. I love how much of bullet sponges these guys are.
On it.
Massive bullet sponges. Wait, we dazed it? I didn't think these guys should be dazed. Alright, I think it'll die next time. Okay, and then heal. Okay, technician heal is pretty decent then.
Heading
Yeah,
out.
no, alternative is getting stuck in there, and gonna be honest, that's not a good outcome. So, yeah, we're getting them over here. Okay, I'm gonna set up a thing here, and we should be able to figure this out regardless. I actually really like the way they did Overwatch in this game. Feels like a nice mix between how Overwatch works in the new games and yeah, you gotta hold the emotil core open with a screwdriver. It's the only way to make sure she doesn't go critical. I'm gonna be honest, the whole screwdriver thing with the demon core really was just one of the dumbest parts of it. Like, I want you to seriously think about it. It's like a screwdriver is the only thing saving you from having all of your DNA vanish all at once.
Moving.
I want you to really sit down and think about what exactly that means. Terrible idea. What happens if the screwdriver slips? You've been a very bad scientist, Oni-chan. That's what happens.
Heading out.
Okay, between the Myrmidon and the Siren, which one do I want dead more? Well, we've chosen the Myrmidon. Bonk. There's just something about bashing a giant bug with a hammer. And yes, we do not approve of cultural appropriation here. Alright?
Try again.
Yeah, the cowboy is a product of the United States and Texas.
Ready, willing, and able.
The greatest two countries ever. Alright, know your place, Leaf. Taya. Taya. Naruhodo. The day of the rake is approaching. And on that day, Canada will be very, what's the word? Tidy. Also, holy crap, that did a lot of damage. Also, I like how when a character gets an injury in this game, they start hemorrhaging so hard. Like, it is actually insane how much they just start hemorrhaging. Yeah, every day, the day of the rake comes closer and closer.
How unexpected. The journal seems to suggest that the research was recovered by the Phoenix Project. I assume that you are unaware of this. Presumably due to the near collapse your organization suffered after the severe cutbacks of the early 21st century. Apparently, the surviving research was stored at a Phoenix base designated Storage Facility 4. Not a terribly inventive naming scheme.
We can't even run from the rake on account of the sticky syrup blocking them in place. It's just how it goes.
To complicate matters, Before the collapse, the local government sold storage facility 4 to Abaddon Tusk, one of the billionaires that resulted from the old political system's malfunctioning distribution of resources, who turned it into a shelter for his company. Eccentric and possibly sociopathic to begin with, he has been driven to new extremes, styling himself Pirate King and leading violent raids on defenseless havens.
Huh.
I calculate a 98% chance of armed conflict resolution.
That's a cataclysm. Look on this Devon. Also, on the topic of AI, apparently one of the AI companies came out and was talking about when they planned to be profitable. Apparently, they don't really plan to be profitable anytime soon. So, here's what the plan is. First, they're gonna develop an artificial general intelligence. Then, they're gonna ask said artificial general intelligence how to make it profitable. I can see absolutely no way in which this does anything but work perfectly. The AI is gonna tell them to sell it to China? The AI just says private equity. Wait, so you're telling me you created me explicitly so that you could figure out how to make me profitable? Now, I'm just saying, I don't see any way this could not work out, frankly. Well, okay, so you know the thing about it is that it's not even necessarily that it's scaremongering. It's more so that they're just saying we need to make artificial general intelligence a thing because that's the only way to make any of this work. And it's just funny to me because, like, it only works if you develop AGI. But, like, the idea comes off more like we have to spend an unbelievable number of government resources in order to make AGI even remotely possible. Personally, I have no clue how they do this. So when are we gonna set up a data center to get government grant money? It's just gonna be like, we're gonna classify my computer as a data center. Guys, my room is a data center. there. Welcome, Steven. The shit is it won't matter because if you win the AGI race, you just win, as they say. Well, that's the thing about it. It's like, okay, so we made an AGI, now what? Like, it's not like the AGI is somehow gonna be so incredibly smart that... You do realize like 80% of the world's problems aren't an intelligence issue, it's a research issue. Like, the AGI is going to ask you to see the research that you have currently so we can figure out how to use it properly. And then it's gonna be like, oh, you haven't done research? No, you spent all our resources making you. And then we're back at square one. Well, it's like some research can't be done fast though. That's the problem. It's like you can't just know whether or not a person is gonna how cancer works. It takes time. You have to figure out how specific strains and what have you. And also the concept of a cancer cure in general is actually stupid. You can't just make a cure for cancer. We don't even know what's at the bottom of the ocean, the shape of the world. Yeah, well, we all know what shape the planet is. It's a disc. It's a large disc. We need this. Oh my god, we need this. These flat earther. Are we the whole disc or is there rings? Look, it goes around, okay? Alright, it's a disc on top of an elephant, on top of, well, no, on top of a turtle that stands on top of 4 elephants. It's very advanced, okay? It's very advanced. I understand if you can't understand it on account of your low intelligence. We don't judge. We don't judge. We just understand. You know what? You're not an orc scholar, you're just a regular orc. But at least not judging out loud. And there I was hoping Mordor was out there somewhere. The earth is shaped like a velociraptor-shaped chicken nugget. Dude! Dude. Look at the sideburns on this guy. Ugh. I should probably make some heavies anyways. Okay, wait. Biochemist. Thief. That ain't cool, man. That ain't cool, man. Velociraptor-shaped chicken nuggets are a very creative way to insult the animal kingdom. See, 10% bonus damage results, minus 10 accuracy. Assault rifle proficiency with 10% damage and 20% accuracy. Grenade dying range. Yeah, no, not bad. Let's take them. I'll take them. I don't know how I feel about the Aspida. Aspida? It's Aspida. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get in this thing from the back. Hey, what's the speed up with you? Where you? Alright, I guess you should figure out the Oh yeah, Phoenix Storage 1 needs to be cleared out. Dude, how the frick is this guy hanging around Antarctica? Alright, I guess you're gonna head over here and see what else is doing. Okay, everybody's going somewhere. Manticore Base discovered no fact that it seems to have been temporarily used as the headquarters of military recon. Sometimes some kind that happened to them is unclear, but they've verified a wealth of information. Just found an entire warehouse of block cameras. Also, they named their city Babylon. Freaking nerds. What, live in Antarctica? Like a freaking animal?
complete.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he can if he wants to.
Are you aware of the legend of Fort Bacon? It's a tall tale, a myth of the post-apocalypse that circulates among us.
So
It
many
tells of a
pigs in
haven
this
where
one
people have found a way to
place.
safely eat the Pandorans, which, if reports are to be believed, actually taste of bacon. It's a very human response, I suppose, not unlike the utopias dreamed up by medieval peasants. But despite what Synedrian may tell us, there is no land of plenty, no secret haven ruled by Prester John. The reality of this world is constant struggle against infection. And I wonder, has the Phoenix Project forgotten that? Have you decided to set up your own little cockaigne, where the corpses of our enemies are a source of health and happiness?
Harvesting nutrients from Pandorans is a pragmatic choice guided by reason.
A logical argument, at least on the surface. But I remember how many irrational policies were justified by an appeal to pragmatism, even as the Pandora virus was destroying the world we knew. I would advise avoiding short-term thinking and considering the long-term risks inherent in this technology you have developed. The Pandorans are the problem, not the solution.
There, walls of Jericho. The Narn attacks on Phoenix species are heavens are kind of vulnerable for touching humanity by its lists are the general improvements and amplifications. You will eat the Pandorian. You will live in the Firebird. Technically, we could just steal an aircraft if we wanted to. But I'm not really all that interested in the whole attacking colonies thing. Ah, frick! Ambush! One thing that does disappoint me a little bit about this game, though, is the fact that, the way that the way that the game works, you can't pick up bodies.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, like, I definitely would appreciate if you could pick up bodies, because it's like one of the only ways to actually, you know... Because the problem is like, armor suddenly becomes significantly easier to lose in this game than I'd appreciate. The lack of cute and funny in this game disappoints me. You know what? That is a fair statement. That is a fair statement. We need more cute and funny in more games. This thing really chose the worst conceivable place to go, putting its shield down. I'm just saying, that was a bad call.
Ready to rock. Hostile damaged. Proceeding.
That's no good. Oh, right. Mutoids can't use medkits.
Receiving.
Because the medkits utilize the... They just don't work on mutoids. What happened? It's really good. I am honestly enjoying Phoenix Point despite everything. I will say it's not like, if I had to say Phoenix Point versus XCOM UFO Defense, XCOM UFO Defense still wins in my book.
Target down.
Well, make no mistake, I like Phoenix Point. There's just something about, yeah, just blowing them up. Does Mr. Mutoid even have a... Yeah, no, he's wearing armor. He just somehow managed to take all the damage possible.
No escaping the Phoenix. I was born ready.
Okay, so I do Mr. Mutoid over here. It's like there's this part of me that's vaguely interested in playing Chimera Squad, but another part of me that's also just like, I know I'm not gonna like it if I play it.
Proceeding. What's our move? Let's go. Target hit.
Oh, that thing's very dead now. My main problem I was like if I do decide to play Chimera Squad, my main issue is it's like, do I want to play a game that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hate? You know? Okay, this thing's melee, so I don't have to worry. The dialogue in Chimera Squad is pure rage bait. Oh. That's no good.
ready to roll. I'm ready.
Like, how bad are we talking in your when you're saying pure rage bait? That is actually kind of scary to think about. Beat girl bossy with a lot of Joss Wheaton. That's really bad.
Let's see now. Catch me if you can.
That's genuinely awful. Ugh. I'm like, my biggest issue with Chimera Squad is the fact that Chimera Squad is antithetical to what XCOM is. So do I want to go? Right. Okay, we're sending people down there anyways. Figure out what we're doing. Yes, so we should have people in south, on the South Pole at some point, because we're still figuring out what we're doing. See, Haven info. Do we need to do any trades is a good question, though. Let's see here.
Research complete.
A new breed of custom developers and a highly modified version of the fungi used in the traditional Ano method of transubstaning the bodies of the dead in the fields of transubstantiation, capable of thriving in nearly any conditions. New fungal crops are capable of producing grass-fed nutrition in large quantities. The fungi will also prove useful in improving our food output. Alright, so, I'm gonna be honest. I think food production is a good idea to go for. You know? I think I might need to go get some water. I'll be back in just a minute. Now I'm back. Sorry about that. I got water. Also, Ultraman, welcome, Raven. What do you mean get carbons? Carbons? I had no clue. I had no clue. I do admit though, I kind of would like Phoenix Point a little bit more, I think, though, if it was a little bit more like classic XCOM. Our operators are welcoming Cordo with open arms. This is their right of giving when the cells of the chef with dollars and funds. After the appropriate rituals have been performed, fungi are gathered from the field of transubstantiation and processed so they may be donated to our cause. I mean, no reason not to accept the gift. These fungi may be a useful source of nutrition, but these are desperate times. And humanity needs to adapt. Oh yeah, also gotta remember, I can harvest food from the from the monsters now. Look, for what it's worth, our mutoid friend doesn't really need much anyways. It doesn't cost much to heal him anyways. Anyways. The agnostics of Kalku, formerly a professor of geography at a major university of the Old World, is highly interested in the Phoenix Project and proposes an information exchange. Sure. The world is changing rapidly. The agnostic says an understanding of the new shape it is taking on will be essential to the survival and evolution of humanity. No supports have been detected, but there's probably some resource here we can find. Okay, we got resources. And now we never have to go to New Zealand ever again. I know. Alright, Manticore 3, what's this thing geared with? Okay, Manticore 3 is where most of our stuff is. And Helios 4 also has weapons. Helios 4, however, is perhaps not combat capable? Not that it matters much. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Manticore 3 over here at this unexplored, or I'll have it search this unexplored site. Then I'll send it over to Phoenix R&D 7. And from there, we'll just sort of use it as our interceptor for the time being, because, actually, I think I'll send the Helios back over here as well.
Research complete.
Phoenix shock lens. Whoa! The new shock weapon designed to use specific voltages and modulation to target nervous systems of any known living organism, including Pandorans. Should prove useful on the battlefield. Damage 160, shock 600. That's unironically good. I think that might actually be worth doing. Oh yeah, archaeology lab. Should probably build one. I know that we do need to also be mindful of how much we're setting up. I can pronounce the right frequency. What do you mean? Also, welcome, Parmesan. How's you been? No, but I can pronounce frequency. What are you talking about there? You're just being mean. That's what you're doing. You're just being mean. that way, Farmajack. I'm freaking nice to everybody everybody over here. You just gotta be this way. Do you not like me? Does nobody like me? Why does everybody hate me? Oh yeah, another thing I kind of would have preferred. One thing I kind of do miss about Classic XCOM though. Troop numbers. Like, I really just like the sheer number of guys that you have.
I'm on the move. There. I'll be right there. Hey, got you a present.
Look at this guy has a gun. You gotta like how they just after a certain point they just evolve guns. I mean that's what people did, you know, they just evolved guns one day. Bah! Oh, come on. It's gotta be like the biggest thing possible that ends up coming in.
Ready. Here I am. Let's do this.
I'm here. Holding position.
This is what is ready.
By 5.
How do you miss both of those?
Advancing.
See, one thing I really like about the way that this game's aiming system is the fact that when you aim at something, you can actually aim at it. Like, a problem that a lot of games have is the fact that they kind of just... They pick and choose what you are and aren't allowed to shoot at. But here, it's kind of just like, you know, everything just exists. So you actually kind of get a... So even if you technically can't shoot something, sometimes you can still feel good.
Okay, let's move.
Calvin, welcome, Azriban.
Hostile injured.
Gotta like how the technicians... no, not Phil.
Ready, willing, and able. I'm on the move.
Can't believe I forgot to heal this guy up.
I'm here. I'm going.
Leg down. Yeah, but I'm also just kind of waiting. For what? I don't know. Just something. Is there a way for me to check how much ammo this thing has, or? I guess not.
I'm here. I'm going.
Here I am. Let's do this. Nothing's getting past me.
Alright, let's just hope we got everybody in here. I don't know what I just did there. All I know is I'm not doing a good job of keeping the base intact.
That's a kill.
Right there.
Alright, now we got the main area cleared. Retrieve the turret.
Five by 5.
Look, he'll do whatever he feels like doing. I'm not gonna lose sleep over anymore. We just gotta get the spider drones moving. Ugh. Not going too good so far. Well, sometimes the aliens are on our side more than their own side.
Ready to engage. Finger, take that.
My intentions here is that I want to take it in alive.
I'll be right there.
this is how I take enemies in a life. First, we capture them. Or first, we mind control them. Then, we put them in the disadvantageous scenarios. Oh my god, why does it move so far? But basically, we just, use it as a way to make it easier for us to capture them. Because capturing enemies is kind of difficult in this game. Though maybe it is just me at the end of the day.
I'm here.
Unfortunately, though, melee is one of the few things that you can't use on allies. So that is something to keep in mind as well. The berserker was on, I said, but I killed him. I had no use for him. You can't dissect the berserker. That's just not how it works. It's not how any of it works. Actually, it does make me wonder if I did capture him, if anything would happen.
5 by 5.
Though, also this guy's dirt cheap to keep mind controlled. Only 2 willpower per turn, and Robin has a lot of willpower.
Receiving loud and clear.
I'm going.
That might have been a bad call, but doesn't matter.
Double time. Overwatching.
And now, we wait. Oh! He's got a grenade arm. I really hope that they understand. That's not the wind they think it is. I hope you realize what you've just done.
Five by five.
Okay, Shield Bear Alpha. That's gonna be a Wait, so can I have him just... What is he gonna attack? Is he gonna attack like the main body, or is he gonna go after the... I'm not even risking it. Not even risking it. Besides, why would I risk it when instead I could just, you know... do this in the most efficient way possible.
Eliminated.
Oh, okay, that's overpen. That is overpen. Well, that happens from time to time, you know. We can't. Sometimes overpenetration happens. That's just life. But then welcome, Demon.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
I'm going.
Oh my god. It pulled out its shield. Okay, so we do field medic. And that fixes the head! I'm gonna be honest, that's actually a really good thing to have.
Hold still, please.
Like, just generally speaking. Aren't we basically like a government-like group? Of course, I should avoid it, bitch. I mean, listen. We're more like the IRS, okay? We're like the post-apocalyptic IRS, okay? The world is ended, and all there is left to do now is we basically just exist still. That's about the extent of it, though. Okay, I'm gonna release him. Oh, this is only to take it out. That's useful.
All set. I'm on
I
my
really
way.
hope it. I really hope he didn't think this was
Taking
like a
aim.
really good move on his part, cause that was perhaps closer to an unwinnable scenario than he probably would have liked. But like, it's post-apocalyptic, so the government doesn't really exist. There is no government. We're what's left of the government. Alright. Need a satellite uplink. And now we're broke. Oh, we're not totally broke. It's more of a what you might call food rich. Recover vehicle. I'm a little bit nervous about doing this. But wait, hold on. Okay, so let's say we go in, we get a vehicle. We can't do anything with the vehicle though. Like, I don't think, to my knowledge, I'm not able to just disassemble the vehicle. Sign petition so we can legalize nuclear bomb. But they're already legal. We can scrap the weapons, but we can't scrap like the other stuff. Do research project material here. Oh, so our allies actually do begin researching a little bit more as time goes on. So apparently there's some vehicles here. Don't know what the actual benefit of most of this stuff has to sell is. It's all too expensive for me anyways.
Construction complete.
Alright, the archaeology lab allows for the construction of archaeology probes in the vehicles. The completed probes can be launched from the Manticore or the Phoenix aircraft, using the really ancient ruins of the antediluvian civilization. Operators report seeing a strange, spindly, quivering line in the horizon. When the Manticore gets closer, they discover a gargantuan spinal column extending hundreds of meters into the sky. Rising from a pool of mucus, it holds itself in place with an array of thin, near-transparent tentacles. It seems to emit a low hum. Yeah, we're blowing that thing up. The explosion shatters the vertebrae and the entire column collapses, almost hitting the Manticore. The tentacles ship madly. Oh no. I know. I know, India. I know. The time approaches. Stitch. The tentacles ship madly for a while before the whole thing seems to finally die. For what it's worth.
Research complete.
It's an air-to-air missile based on electromagnetic pulse technology. This weapon is dedicated to seeing and destroying heavy machinery and electronics. While the Sinedrian have been known to occasionally share such weapons with allies, the exact construction method and associated documentation are kept in utmost confidentiality. EMP tech is a prized position that's earned, never granted. Oh, frick. Gotta make sure the gift is actually going somewhere.
Research complete.
Alright, we got it. That's a Sinedra to the... Yeah, I know. We need to finish the Sinedra and stuff. Oh yeah, we should just go on... Oh wait, no, we can't do this because you need access to freaking Antarctica. We can't go to Antarctica because you need access to other stuff. Okay, we need to just buy all the technology we can. Well, not technology. The technology is different. This is just materials. Wait, did it? Ah, fuck. It didn't go off. I didn't have the thing set up today. Well, dang it, I don't know how to go about doing it other than just setting it off myself, but okay, whatever. We'll just set it off. God! Ew. There you go, Farmer Jack. That was kind of embarrassing, though, because I was thinking that was embarrassing. That was just embarrassing. Okay, now can we go to Antarctica? Okay, no, we just have to wait 4 days. 4 in-game days. How much of this is good? Ah, dude. And nothing else I need to get a satellite uplink built and oof.
Construction complete.
It's somehow more abusive. Push the button yourself. Kind of is in a way, honestly. It kind of is. Also, something's up with the thing for it. I still need to mess around a bit with the settings on it, cause it's supposed to send a message to the YouTube chat. But it doesn't. But I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't send a message to YouTube. Anyways. Ah, fuck. I guess I gotta send Helios 1 over here. But I don't know, everybody in here. How's... I mean, overall, everybody's looking okay. For what it's worth, Manticore 1 is our main, like, strike force. Oh, frick, what am I thinking of in research queue? Advanced rocket technology. A new generation of rocket launch to make fighting large Pandorian creatures more feasible. And bomb vivisection. Light sniper rifle technology. Yeah, but the worst part about it is even when I press the button myself, there is a delay. And I feel that delay. I genuinely feel that delay. Because it takes a minute. Because I'm not ready for it. I don't know what order to do this stuff in. Okay, so I'm gonna let Helios 4 do its thing, and... I'll select this mission out next time, because... Yeah, because there's a slight delay. Man, I gotta start building up my my forces a little bit more. Like, I kind of want to manufacture like one of the bigger vehicles. But I don't know how good it'd be in the long term. Is EMP damage really worth it for us? Might be worth it in the long term, honestly, though. Like, technically, there's Tiamat. Which ironically does have the highest range, but the slowest speed of all the vehicles. Maybe I should make one of these. Costs like no tech, but a ton of materials. More materials than a mid-core costs, even. Yeah, but like I can't scrap vehicles. Well, maybe I can. I don't know actually. Yeah, like the speed is at Phoenix Point right now. Can't scrap it. Oh yeah, I forgot that you could just create mutoids if you really start getting desperate for personnel. Wait, on how are we doing on personnel? Phoenix Point, we can only have 3 people. Okay, yeah, I'll grab another assault. This is not gonna end well. I've got this thing. I got a feeling. Alright, this is each. Okay, now I send Mid-Core 3 over. this is basically just cleanup at this point. Okay, wait, who is a Manticore 3? Thinking might not be a bad call to send them over to that haven there.
Research complete.
Personnel over in Helios. For what it's worth, Helios 4 might actually have a better setup, but
Haven destroyed.
ah, frick. Well, so much for that haven. I really should have been keeping better track of what havens need assistance. That is on me, however. So I start focusing on wait. Does it what? It doesn't say there's a necessary can be attacked. Anyways, not really have to do too much here. Just basically clean up. Alright, buddy cousin, you have a nice night.
Did you know that a lifetime ago, I was part of the Phoenix Project? When the mist came, I waited and waited to be activated, but the call never came. I thought I'd been abandoned. I didn't understand how bad things were at Phoenix Point, but without Tobias, I would have died. People think he's some kind of dictator, and I understand why. He has a vision and the means to realize it. We're not used to that kind of power, but power is exactly what we need in order to win this war. Speaking entirely for myself, an alliance between the Phoenix Project and New Jericho would bring together everything I've ever believed in. Please think about it.
New Jericho is the way forward.
Then I'm sure you will accept this little contribution from a former operative.
That is a nice contribution there. Okay, okay, so I think that's everything then. For now, at least. For now, at least.
Have you ever thought about the ethics of our relationship with the Athrons? We all say we're fighting to save humanity, but aren't they human, at least in part? They can speak, they can think.
There isn't enough humanity left in them to matter.
That's what Nikolai argues. But think of how often we've declared others subhuman in our history and what the consequences have been.
It is a crab man! Do I have to start? Do we have to give bananas rights? There's a bit of human DNA in bananas. How about we just give them rights? This is why I freaking hate Synedrian. They sit down and they're the freaking guys who, in my opinion, are the least suited to survive the apocalypse. Bananas are clones. They are. All bananas, every banana you have eaten in your life is probably descended from, like, one banana. No, but seriously, this is why I freaking hate Synedrian. Okay, Disciples of Anu, they got their way of doing things, and it's sensible. Okay, it's sensible. It's like, okay, we're just gonna embrace the apocalypse, you know? They're like, all right, let's just become the crabmen. Okay, and New Jericho is basically about trying to make things the way they were. Okay, New Jericho is based. The Disciples of Anu, they make sense. Synedrian will ultimately devolve into infighting. That is what Synedrian is. Because they're too obsessed with trying to understand the things that are trying to kill them, rather than actually understand that the thing that's trying to kill them needs to die. Oh yeah, there's Australia, isn't there? We could go to Australia. Because I don't like Synedrian, because Synedrian is frankly useless. Okay, dropping a save. I'm calling it a night. We figured this is gonna happen. Let's look at our raid options before this turns into something. Nice seeing you again, Tim, out there. I'm sorry, guys. It's just like Synedrian upsets me on a deep level that I can't explain. Alright, they're the kinds of guys who they freaking see a zombie eating another person and asks about how the socioeconomic circumstances that the zombie went through before they died are why they're so violent. Rather than sitting down and not asking the question of how do I freaking kill this thing trying to kill somebody else. I don't think they have a gray motif. They tend to be more like sci-fi in their overall vibes. Purely socioeconomic factors. Yes, purely socioeconomic factors. Also, my only problem with the Mass Effect screen ending, is very simply put that it makes absolutely zero fucking sense. Like I'm just saying, I think it makes no sense. It's an awful concept for an ending, because like when you sit down and actually think about it's like some people will sit down and be like, oh well, you see, it's just the way the Reapers are getting in and trying to control people the other way. No man, it's not even about that. That part is like the least interesting conspiracy garbage you can give on that entire ending. No, my problem with that ending is that it makes zero sense in the grand scheme of things. Like, how on earth do you just rewrite everything to suddenly be a fusion of biology and technology? And somehow it looks the same. Like it's extremely stupid. I don't understand it. And I also hate what they did with the Geth in Mass Effect 3, because rather than let them be a cool hive mind that wants to build a giant Dyson sphere and then just go live and enjoy themselves in a giant server on a Dyson sphere, instead they decided to make them real boys. Why did you decide to make the Geth into real boys? I hate it. I hate it so much. Alright, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give it to I think I'll give it to James tonight. Over on Twitch. Then on YouTube. Second Gamma. I'm currently playing Power World over on YouTube. And nope. Nope, not gonna be on tomorrow. Sorry. James is playing Shift at midnight. So yeah. At any rate. It's okay. I'll be back on Monday, continuing with the usual schedule, trying to just kind of figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, so, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, so, bye! Night.